Hello and welcome to Top This, where we highlight some of the best things to see and do in the BC interior. I'm your host, Tim Morton, and we're coming to you along the shores of Okanagan Lake, along West Side Road, which some say is the worst road in the province and others say is one of the most scenic. We'll show you some of the sights along the way, such as Raymer Bay Regional Park. And that fits in with the theme of our show, which is Best Pit Stops. We'll take you to some neat places where you can stretch your legs and see unexpected, hidden gems along some of BC's most beautiful drives. Bear Creek Provincial Park is very popular in the summer in the Okanagan. In fact, you'll need a reservation to stay here. There's lots of shade for campers, and if you like the sun, the beaches are pretty good too. We start the show in the southwest, where Chilliwack's Jonathan Horst has to deliver something to Vanessa Ibarra in Merritt. Jonathan, any stops along the way?
Well, Tim, as a matter of fact, I have to deliver this package to Vanessa. It's something she's really gonna need. And since I'm making the trip, there's this really cool place along the way that I have to show you. The cool place I'll be visiting between Chilliwack and Merritt is called the Othello Tunnels. Located just 15 minutes outside of Hope, BC off Highway 5, it's a great place to stop, walk, and talk. But there's so much more to it than that. See, this place is a true example of the lengths taken to keep American interests out of Canada. And to understand what that means, I've met up with Helen Kennedy of Advantage Hope. Why is the Othello Tunnels the best pit stop?
I'd say it's the shortest walk to one of the most impressive engineering feats in the province, I'm going to argue.
How did this all come to be then?
In the late 19th century, silver was discovered in the Kootenays, and the people of British Columbia wanted to keep silver money in British Columbia. But as you can see, there are a couple obstacles between us and the Kootenays, and the Americans didn't have that. To get to the Kootenays from northern United States, it's straight up a river valley, really easy to build a railway. So the people of British Columbia wanted a coast to Kootenays rail line across southern British Columbia.
Let's go check that out.
Oh man!
It is a wonder.
It is, yeah.
What do you love about it?
I don't know. I love that it's hard to take for granted. I grew up in Hope, and this was sort of like if we had friends coming to town, you bring them to the Othello Tunnels.
What's your favorite bit so far?
Probably running through the tunnel in the pitch black. It's kind of a little scary and intimidating.
Very interesting. If you think about when this was built and the challenges that they were up against, it's amazing, really.
It's really nice. It's really cool. A lot of history and natural beauty.
So how long did it take to build this section?
This section, from construction started around 1911 and finished in 1916.
5 years.
5 years. It should have been done in 1915, but there was a really heavy snowfall that year, which would sort of foreshadow the history of the railway. And it was just plagued with slides and avalanches and rock falls until 1959 when it closed.
Huh. So that means it was only open for 40 years, thanks to avalanches and rock slides. That sounds like the sort of thing that happens on a road that I know of. The Coquihalla Highway, which is known for being mainly terrifying.
I'm flooring you, by the way. Just to let you know. Come on! During the summer, it's known as Canada's Autobahn, and during the winter, it's the highway through hell because, well, when it snows,
The current highway and the railway follow almost the exact track, but that speaks to surveyors at the turn of the century who surveyed a spot over the summit that worked.
You know, it's interesting the link between the highway and the railway. The fact that they both cost a fortune and that they share the same route. But most importantly, the link is that they're both a vital connection to the rest of Canada.
Or, at least for me, a vital connection to merit.
Hey Vanessa, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, Jonathan?
I'm doing well, thanks. Look, I got this package for you.
Oh, thanks. What is it?
Open it up.
What's this for?
Well, I had this feeling that you're gonna need that in the next episode of Top This.
God.